Let's talk about Route 53 today, right? So, when we talk about Route 53, what is Route 53 exactly? Just go ahead and search your service here. So, you can say Route 53 is one of the highly available, scalable, and flexible domain naming service which is being provided by the, you can say, AWS, right, which can help you to redirect your domain name to your IPs, so on and so forth, right? So you can say which can help you to managing your DNS names. It can help you to manage your traffic, right? It can availability monitoring and domain registration also. So it has so many things for you. So as I told you also, if you are going with any of the feature, right, so you can go ahead and search for what exactly this feature is, right, to get more description of it. So just make it habit, right? So just go with Route 53 AWS. So it's going to take you to the description page directly, right? This is one of the, you can say, domain naming services which is pretty much flexible, right? So you can see Amazon Route 53 is highly available and scalable domain naming system web service. It is designed to give developers and business an extreme reliability and cost effective way to effective way to route end users to internet application by translating names like www.example.com into the numeric IP addresses like this, right, that computer uses to connect to each other, right? Amazon Route 53 is fully compliant with IPv6 as well. So you can see this is one of the useful application, right? Amazon Route 53 effectively connects user request to infrastructure running in AWS, such as Amazon EC2 instances, load balancers, or S3 bucket, and can also be used to route users to infrastructure outside of the AWS. This is not only you can use with the AWS, you can route your request outside of the AWS infrastructure also, right? You can use Amazon Route 53 to configure DNS health checks to route traffic to health endpoints, or to independently monitor the health of your application and its endpoint. Amazon Route 53 traffic flow makes it easy for you to manage traffic globally through the variety of routing types, including latency based routing, GeoDNS, geo-proximity, and weighted round-robin routings, all of which can be combined with the DNS failover in order to enable the variety of low latencies, right? Fault tolerance architecture using Amazon Route 53. So float sample, visual editor. You can easily manage how your end user are routed to your application endpoints, right? So whether in the single AWS region or distributed around the globe, Amazon Route 53 also offers domain name registration. You can purchase and manage your domain names such as example.com, and Amazon Route 53 will automatically configure DNS setting for your domain. So this is one of the beneficial service, so you should be familiar with in the AWS, and most of the time whenever you will go for the interviews, those things will be asked, right? So which is pretty explain, it's already explaining everything, right? So I don't have to explain much on this. So hope everybody, you people are familiar with this domain name, and couple of benefit you see here: highly available and reliable. It is pretty flexible, designed to use with other Amazon web services as well. It's simple, fast, cost effective, scalable, and there are so many benefits of using it, right? So even it is giving you the facility to register your domain, right? But let's say you already have some domains, right, and you want to use your existing domain in the Route 53. Then what are you going to do? I'm not going to register, not monitor and manage the traffic at this moment. So we'll go ahead with managing our My Dns, right? So what this DNS management does here: if you already have a domain name such as example.com, Route 53 can tell the domain name system where on the internet to find the web servers, right, mail servers, and other resources for your domain. Hope this makes sense to you guys, what this DNS management is going to tell, right? If you have already one domain, so this Route 53 can help the domain name system to find where your services exactly, you know, resides on. So you can go ahead and click on get started now, right, and create one hosted zone for you. So if you go here, just to read out these things, the Amazon Route 53 is an authoritative domain naming system service. DNS is a system that translates human readable domain name into IP addresses with the authoritative name server in the data center all over the world. Route 53 is reliable, scalable, and fast, right? That we have already seen about it. So if you have already one domain name, right, and you want to host it here, so how are we going to use it? So just go ahead and create one hosted zone here, right? Click on create hosted zone here, right? So what is what will be your domain name? My domain name is sci-hub.co, right? This is public hosted zone or private hosted zone. So this is the public hosted zone. So go ahead and create it. So as soon as you create it, right, so this can help you to reduce the latency here, right? So you'll get couple of NS names here, right? So you can see you have got your domain has been registered here, right? Your hosted zone has been created. What you have to do is you just have to go to your now godaddy.com or any domain provider you have. So I will sign into GoDaddy because I have the GoDaddy only. So you can quickly go ahead and edit this domain name here. Click on manage DNS. Let's copy this route and start, you know, mapping it in the GoDaddy. No. Okay. I'll go put it here, right? So let's go here now. Now start adding your domain, you know, adding your rules here. So what is this? This is NS record. You can say name server record. You can do at the rate here, and you want to point to this here, right? You can go ahead and save this. It says enter the server name in the example NX. Okay, that's my bad, sorry for that. Right, so you can save it in the same way. You'll have to add all the records here. So just copy these records. Select your name server. Host name is at the rate, and let's remove this space here. Otherwise we'll get some errors here, right? Save this also. And copy this. Add these all the name server that you have from there. Okay, so do you see now we have added all the records here, right, which we have for this, you know, for this domain name that we have received from here, right? So what exactly the benefits we are going to achieve from it, right? That you'll have to see once, right? So the next is, as soon as these records will be activated, right, in couple of minutes, and sometime it may take some more time, right? So all of you'll be able to route all of your requests directly through the AWS itself, right? So it can help, to reduce some latencies, right? Next we're gonna see, a couple of things like you can say we can create a record set also directly from here, right? You can give you a record set name here, let's say test.signup.com or anything, right? And what exactly you wanna go? Are you going to create some SOR record, A records, and you can import all the records from here, whatever you need. Let's say you need some canonical name, right? If you want to make some routing based policies and something, you can do it from here directly. If you want some, you know if you want to create some alias or enter your LB name here, right? If you have created your LB, you want to map this here, right? So you can directly do it from here itself. Let's say I have one ELB here, right here, let's say. So I want to call it, let's say, shaker.signup.com, right? So I already have my LB here, so I choose here the target, which is called 8 IPv4 address, right? In target I selected my LB. Let's say I click no again. Oh, bad. Let me create another record set. Let's say I'm gonna call it shaker, right? Click on a record, let's say, and let's you're gonna say you're gonna create alias for this, right? If you have all the service, any target is available here, you can choose it from here itself, right? So I'm going to label it with my ELB, application load balancer, that I already have, right? So what kind of routing policies you are looking for? Sample, weighted, latency, failover, something. So let's go with the sample at this moment. If you want to evaluate the health target, I would say no at this time. Right? So you can see my record has been created here, right, successfully. So let's go to DNS watch once. It might take some time, but you can see it has been, this is mapped to the classic load balancer. I think this is coming from here itself, right? I'll have to delete those. I had the same name here, which is conflicting maybe. That's enough now. Let's see how it resolves now. Still taking from cache, I think so. So at this moment we do not, this is either not active or not visible, right? So this is how it can help you, right? You can directly, edit once you have done adding those roles there. So you can directly, start, you can say, creating your rules here. But if needed, you can go ahead and, enable them in the GoDaddy also, right? So just go through it, because this is going to be pretty useful in the